What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Windy City Sports. I'm your host, Vincent.
And I'm your co-host, Henry Sirkowski. We've got a lot to talk about on our show today.
Yes, our Chicago football, basketball, and baseball teams have had lots of recent news to get into.
We've got a lot to tell you guys. So to start, we're going to jump right into some Chicago Bears news. So we'll send it off to our Chicago Bears analyst, Luke Powers.
Take it away, Luke.
Thank you, guys. As you know, the Bears are in the playoffs for the first time since 2020. The Bears just beat the Packers in the very close wild card game. The Bears were down by 18 going into half, and the Packers were getting the ball going into the second half. The Bears scored 25 in the fourth alone, with the help from Caleb Williams, with the great second half where he threw for 190 yards and 2 touchdowns. He finished the game with 361 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. The Bears also had help from their rookie tight end, Colston Loveland, who had 8 receptions for 137 yards. Only 4 teams ever have won a playoff game after trailing at least 15 points in the fourth quarter. Last time a deficit like that was overcome was the Patriots came back from the 28-3 deficit against the Falcons in the Super Bowl. This is the first playoff game the Bears have won in 15 years. The Bears now have to face the Los Angeles Rams in the divisional round. This game will be played at Soldier Field on Sunday, January 18th. And here's Ben Johnson confronting the press about the upcoming opponent.
Looking forward to getting the guys back in today and get rolling on this opponent. The more tape you watch, the more respect you have for them. They've had an incredible season so far, and they're really sound. They're really talented, really well coached across the board. So we'll have our work cut out for us, but challenge we'll look forward to. So I'll go ahead and open it up from there.
The Rams are going to be a tough opponent, and the Bears will have to play better than they ever have to win. That was the Chicago Bears update. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Luke. And don't forget to tune into the Bears game this Sunday. You aren't going to want to miss this one.
Definitely going to be an exciting game. Now we're going to transition into the baseball side of things. What do you got, Vincent?
Well, starting in the South Side, we've already seen the White Sox make a big signing to bolster their lineup, signing a real heavy hitter from Japan in Munetaka Murakami. The 25-year-old slugger won 2 MVPs in the Japan Central League while setting the league's home run record. This is a huge signing, adding a young star to a young lineup. Moving on to the North Side, in lieu of Kyle Tucker's free agency, the Cubs have been uncharacteristically active in adding talent. Despite the slow start to the offseason, the Cubs made 4 big signings to improve the bullpen, adding Jacob Webb, Hunter Harvey, Hobie Milner, and Phil Maton. Just recently, the Cubs addressed another big need on the team in adding an impact starting pitcher, trading Owen Casey for Edward Cabrera. The most recent and arguably the biggest move, though, has been the signing of Alex Bregman on Saturday, the 11th. With these moves, the Cubs are primed to make another playoff run this season. And that's all on the baseball side of things.
Thanks, Vincent. Before we continue, we have a few words from our sponsors. We will be right back with our Chicago basketball update, so stay tuned.
What does life at college really look like? That depends on where you look. At Vincennes University, there's plenty to see, including your dream career with more than 180 fields to choose from. You'll see smaller-sized classes and hands-on learning, industry partnerships to grow your connections, and spectacular living and learning communities you're sure to love. And there's always something to do on the 200-acre campus thriving with student clubs. You'll also discover the value of a VU degree. Check us out at vinu.edu.
With Surf Fiber Internet, you'll catch all the big plays as they happen. The winning goal, the last-second three-pointer, the walk-off home run, the touchdown that changes everything. You'll see them all. No lag, no throttling, no buffering, no missed highlights. Just blazing fast streaming from start to finish. Whatever sport you love to watch, Surf keeps you connected. Surf Internet, built for game day and every day. Score big today with fiber internet plans starting at just $30 a month, including free Wi-Fi, free installation, all-in pricing, and price lock for life.
Welcome to Parlor Donuts, where not every donut has to be sweet. At Parlor, they decided to flip the script, because sometimes your cravings call for something different. So Parlor went savory with their classic donuts, with 6 new flavors that include chicken bacon ranch, Hawaiian barbecue chicken, pig and fig, OG pepperoni, buffalo chicken, and margarita. They're delicious, unexpected, handcrafted, and perfect for when you want a donut, but not all that sugar. They're everything you know and love about Parlor's signature donuts, but with a yummy, savory twist. So come to Parlor Donuts and try out the new savory donuts.
Welcome back to Windy City Sports. We've already covered Chicago football and baseball, so now I'll hand it off to Lucas Gonzalez, our Bulls analyst, for some basketball talk.
Thank you, Vincent. Currently, the Bulls are the 10th seed in the Eastern Conference, which would mean that they will participate in the play-in tournament if they continue this pattern. They've won 5 of their last 10 games and are 10 games behind the current number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, which is the Detroit Pistons. Currently, Josh Giddey and Kobe White lead the team in points per game with 19.2 and 18.6 respectively. Giddey also leads the team in assists per game with 9. Unfortunately, Giddey has been out with a hamstring injury and it is unclear when he will return. On a different note, this season the Bulls have been dealing with some issues regarding other teams and the levels of respect in sportsmanship. The player Giannis Antetokounmpo decided to dunk the basketball at the end of the game, even though his team, the Milwaukee Bucks, were already going to win.
27 in his return to the lineup, plus 2 more.
I'll tell you what, if you're the Bulls, you should have fouled him. If as soon as you saw that he was going to start doing that, you should have hustled down the floor and you should have fouled him. And now Boots and them are taking exception to it.
That was a take.
This caused controversy among fans of the sport, as some people find this act to be disrespectful, while others think it is just a part of the game and its competitiveness. Well, that's it for the Chicago Bulls update.
Thanks, Lucas. And with that being our final update, we near the end of our show.
We would like to thank our Chicago Bears analyst, Luke Powers, and our Chicago Bulls analyst, Lucas Gonzalez, for coming on to our show for today's episode.
We would also like to thank everyone who tuned in today, and we hope you tune in next week.
This was Windy City Sports, and we'll see you next time.